What we can all agree on, no matter what side you're on, is that we don't want to ever end up in this situation.
Deus abençoe a todos vocês. Deus abençoe a América.
Hi, Kylie. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
What a movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of the biggest releases in Brazil this year. And I was blown away. It's so good. Are you enjoying Brazil?
I'm loving Brazil. Yesterday was my first day, and I feel like I fit so much Brazil into one day. I had like incredible food. Wagner Moura as my guide. I had the best host. Hung out with him last night and played music and danced. I gotta learn how to samba though. That's my only thing. Need some lessons. Not great.
What is your favorite thing so far?
I think the people. The people have been so lovely and joyous and infectious. Like, they've just been so kind. They've been really kind. The people are great.
Why did you decide to join the cast of Civil War?
Because of Alex Garland. I worked with him before on the show Devs, and I was 19, 20 when I did that, and it really did. It was so creatively fulfilling, and Alex is such a great mind, and he writes brilliant scripts that are unexpected and push the envelope, and that environment he created on set was really one of my favorites to work on. So the second I heard that he was writing this film, I wanted to be a part of it.
E os seus pais?
No Colorado, fingindo que isso não tá acontecendo.
I think he is so visionary. Annihilation.
Yes.
Ex Machina.
Yep.
I was so sad when he told he was retiring after this movie. Do you think he's really retiring?
I mean, usually when he says when he speaks, he doesn't use words lightly. So I'd probably take him seriously. I mean, he's about to do another film where he's co-directing with Ray Mendoza, who was our military advisor on Civil War. So he's got a couple things up his sleeve, and he's writing a lot, and he's a brilliant writer. So I don't think his work, his ideas and thoughts aren't going anywhere. So we'll see.
And how was to work with our talent, Wagner Moura, in this movie?
Gosh, aren't you guys just so proud?
Yeah.
He's so lovely, incredibly talented, and he really gave so much to this film, you know? He adds a sort of levity to the movie and groundedness, and I just don't think this movie could have worked without Wagner.
Vocês estão sabendo que tem uma baita guerra civil rolando no país inteiro?
And for you, what was the most challenging part about Civil War?
It was the weight that was on all of our shoulders to get this story right. You know, it was important to all of us, and we all put our hearts into it. And I think that was the most. And every day there was a challenging scene. You know, this film doesn't really let up. It's one intense scene after the other. So I think that just the content of this movie, I think, just meant a lot to us to get right.
O povo do Texas e da Califórnia será bem-vindo de volta a estes Estados Unidos.
And with Biden and Trump, do you think in 2024 a civil war is still possible?
Well, I really hope not. You know, I think that's why we made this film, is to speak not only to Americans, but also people all over the world. And we're really trying to say something about polarization and the consequences of polarization. And I think that's something that we can all agree on, no matter what side you're on, is that we don't want to ever end up in this situation. And how do we stop that? And I think this movie poses and gives space to start conversations, which I think is vital.
What tips would you give to people to stay safe in the case of a civil war?
No idea. I am not the person to ask. In terms of filming the movie Civil War, I ate a lot of beef jerky, but I'm not sure if I'm the one for survival tips. I have very short legs. I don't run very fast, so I don't think I'm the one to ask. Maybe Wagner has some tips.
And without these conflicts in the world, Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Israel, do you believe we could see a World War III?
I mean, I really hope not. Look, this film speaks to a lot of fear and anxieties that I think we all have, but I think that's what is so, film can be so useful in that aspect, because it's a place where we can work through those fears, where we can work through those anxieties, and where we all gather around, we go and watch a film, and hopefully when we're in the car driving home, we are having conversations.
A capital tá caindo em mês.
Did you imagine the movie would be so acclaimed by the critics? What was your reaction when you see it?
I try to not read reviews.
Really?
They're so stressful. I also think they aren't good for artists,
Yeah.
because art is subjective. Everyone's going to have their opinions, whether they like it or not. And I think, it's easy to sort of read reviews because it's on your phone now and you just click a few buttons and you're there. But I try to not read them because it's just not healthy.
So you play Priscilla Presley, which I loved.
Thank you.
Now Civil War, and you're gonna be in Alien Romulus,
Yes.
which is the most expected horror movie of the year for
Is
me.
it? Oh, great.
Yeah. Which one was more challenge?
They all come up with their own set of challenges. This was a heavy film, and that's, challenging mentally. Priscilla was sort of technically challenging because we only had 30 days to shoot it. Alien's the exact opposite. We shot that movie for 6 months, so trying to sort of keep the stamina up and work with, be acting alongside aliens is another sort of challenge. So every movie has its advantages and disadvantages.
What we can expect from Alien Romulus?
Well, I don't think I can give too much away, but I've already spoiled one thing, so I'll just repeat it. The movie is set between Alien and Aliens, storyline-wise, timeline-wise. But we've got an incredible cast, some brand new faces.
The face huggers, I watched that scene.
They're in there.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna get all the things you want from it. Fede Alvarez is an incredible director who has so much respect for this franchise and this world. I mean, he knows it like the back of his hand. So all the true Alien fans are gonna get everything that they want.
And could you describe Civil War in one sentence?
Probably not. I think it's, it's timely, it's action-packed, it's propulsive, it's harrowing, it's all of those things.
And would you like to send a message to Brazilian fans to go watch the movie?
Well, first of all, it's got Wagner Moura, so come on,
Amazing.
why aren't you
Yeah.
there? Support your guy, all right? We all love him. And I think that this movie has, it's really achieved the impossible because it's handling such delicate subject matter in a way that is really intelligently done, but it's also an incredibly entertaining film. It's action-packed. It's got you on the edge of your seat. So it sort of has the best of both worlds, I think.
Kaylee, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed the rest of your stay in Brazil.
I will. I'm not worried
and
about that.
I'm dying to Brazilians to watch the movie.
Oh, well, hope they like it.